So when do we get a no hat stream? Probably never, if I'm being honest. I don't know. If I ever got back in shape, maybe. You know what I mean? If I ever got back in shape, maybe. Why is my YouTube stream just blacked out right now? Is it because of the delay? There we go. Okay, cool. Cool. I kind of want to try doing a YouTube horizontal and vertical stream one time. Maybe next stream we'll do that. We'll test out doing both. All right. What do I want to use today? I kind of want to try an 8 attachment SWAT build. I kind of want to try an 8 attachment SWAT build. What do we have here? What do we have here? I'm gonna take the laser off. I guess we just go with the 3X and put that on there. All right, let's go. I guess I could put a laser on anyways. We'll try it. We'll see how it goes. All right, what else do we need to do? I need to get TikTok up and running. Ye old TikTok. Okay. I believe TikTok is now up and running. Today's TikTok is not doing all that great. It's 5,000 views. I'm not going to complain about that, but the other ones have been like 10K already by now. All right, let's I guess we'll do some solo duos. I'm kind of preparing myself for solos to eventually go away. Unfortunately, they're going to take my data point of not playing solos as a reason for it to go away, but I just got to prepare myself. Also, I'm using a new mouse today, so kind of feels A little more glidey. Interesting, interesting, interesting. It's like floating across my mouse pad. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, TikTok? Steersy and Anderson. Thank you guys for liking the live, bro. I appreciate that. What's up? What's up, Anderson? What's up, Steersy? Jacob, how are we doing today? Yeah, this, I'm gonna be honest, this mouse is like, it's like floating on my mouse pad. It's weird. I'm not used to.
Ruck up, you're headed to the war zone.
Yeah, my old mouse has like a little bit of drag almost. This is just like straight up floating. What gun we using? I'm gonna try the SWAT, but I'm gonna try an 8 attachment build of it today. I've not liked the SWAT with the scope on it, but I've also only run it as a 5 attachment. I'm gonna try it as an 8 attachment today and just see.
Right.
But we gotta get warmed up first. Jacob, I got the Razer Basilisk Pro 35K. I gotta learn that name.
All stations, green light.
It's basically like Logitech's G502. It's got like the like it's got like the thumb carve out on the side there, and the side mouse buttons. But it's like gliding heavily across the mouse pad. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I like the design too. It's essentially like, I mean, it's the same. It's the same shape as the Logitech G502 and the Glorious mouse that I was using. We can just start on that. But it feels good so far. The build quality, it's funny going from Glorious to this because the build quality feels so damn good. And it, like, I think I was coping with Glorious as long as I was. That it's like a decent mouse, but it, like, the build quality just doesn't feel like this. Got to get used to these side mouse buttons. They're just slightly different feeling. Let's go, TikTok. How are we doing today? What are we humming? Bro is humming. What's up, Dragonfly? I agree. I'm a big hummer as well. What type of guns do you like? SMG, rifle, LMG, or sniper? So it depends. I love sniping, and I love ARs, and I love SMGs. I need to try a couple of the LMGs because I've not really tested them out, if I'm being honest. And I feel like there might be one or two that's like sneaky decent. But typically I like running an AR with an SMG or a sniper with a longer range SMG or like a shorter range AR with a sniper. I really haven't found any other money other than the contract. That's crazy. Let me grab this vehicle and we'll do this recon real quick. You play with wireless mouse or wired? I used to only play with wired, but I switched to wireless like a 1.5 to 2 years ago, and I have enjoyed it. it's not been as much of a problem as I thought it was going to be, right? Like I've always been told like, oh, it's going to have input delay, but I feel like the wireless, the 2.4 gigahertz wireless like connection has gotten so much better over the last couple of years that like there's really no input delay anymore. The only thing that sucks is just having to constantly charge it, especially if you're a power user like me, where like I'm gaming for 4 or 5 hours a day and then I'm sitting here editing and like doing shit on my PC for another 8 hours a day. I pretty much have to charge it every day. Well, my old mouse I had to charge every day. We'll see. This is a new mouse. We'll see what the battery life's like. But that's certainly one of the drawbacks is just having to charge it. Other than that, yeah, see, I didn't like playing with a wire though. Like, exactly. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I did not like playing tethered with a wire. Okay, they're gonna blow my vehicle up. That's fun. This dude was being shot by somebody.
Kill point captured. Learn to peek at the next gas break.
Are we having enough for loadout? How have we not found more money yet, bro? We are like low on money this game. All right, he took the, no, he didn't. There's still the vehicle over here that I want. All right, we got time to get this loadout and then get this vehicle. I found eggshells in my breakfast burrito. Low-key kind of ruined the whole thing for me, bro. You should sue. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But also, it's kind of fucked up. Kind of fucked up. What's up, Hunter? How you doing? I use the brand new Logitech X Dex or something like that. It's long ass name, Light X Dex. I need to look into that. I need to look into that. I just bought the Razer Basilisk like 35. Bro, I don't even know. It's called the Razer Basilisk Pro 35K. That's what I just got yesterday, and we're testing it out today. Laser. All right, let's go grab this vehicle and get out of here. This guy's gonna push us pretty heavily here. Laser, Glazer, and Blazer. If anybody knows that movie, you're the best ever. Battlefield 6 low-key looks fun. Here's what I'm getting from Battlefield, okay? This is just from watching the couple of streams that I watched and then also watching some people make some videos about it after. Is the best thing I've heard about it is that it's gonna be a good Battlefield. It's not gonna be a COD killer. It's not gonna be like some game that like destroys COD and pulls all of the COD players. But for the people that like Battlefield, it's gonna be really good Battlefield for once, because I think the last couple Battlefields have been pretty lackluster for the Battlefield fans. And then, oh my God, why do I have my melee out, bro? And then it will be good as well at pulling some COD fans and getting some COD players to split their time between games. I just don't know if it's gonna like completely kill COD or anything. Just put on my hub because I'm a huge Logitech fan with my headset. Is the Pro X2 Lightspeed. The headset is, or the mouse is, the Pro X2 Lightspeed. I thought about getting one of the Logitech keyboards, but I'm not sure on that yet. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this Razer mouse and see how things go. Yeah, Battlefield looks like it's gonna be like an enjoyable game, like especially as a Warzone player. If they drop a battle royale, the gunplay looks really good on it. So I'm definitely gonna try it and see if it's something that I want to split some time between. But I just don't see like it's gonna be so different from COD still that you're still gonna have a huge COD fan base.
That nigga just saved his life. There's a dude around the corner.
You can't kill what's been dead for over a year, pointing to head meme. Bro, it's been more than a year. This shit's been dead for like 3 years. I will argue till the death of me that Vanguard was the last time Warzone was good. I know MW3 Warzone like had its moment of being decent, but
Valiant effort. Keep your head up.
oh my God. What in the COD timing is that, bro? What in the COD timing? The mouse is the Pro X Superlight 2. Okay, I got you. Okay. COD has just gone downhill like bad the last few days. See here. Okay, here's I got to give you my honest opinion on this. I'm going to push back. Is I think COD has gotten better with the last 2 updates or last couple updates. It's gotten significantly more boring, meaning like they're not putting out. I mean, we're about to get the stadium's about to open up, which is cool, but like we're 5 seasons. We're about to be 5 seasons into this version, into Verdansk being not even. We're about to be like 3 seasons into Verdansk being back, and all they've done so far is opened up train station.
Check your gear and weapons.
And that's pretty much it, and gave us the original like OG bunkers that we had at the beginning. Like, I think the game is playing great right now. Obviously, there's still some issues and, you know, cheaters and all that stuff. That's certainly a thing. But, like, I log on here every day and the game runs fluidly for me. The movement feels good. I'm not really lagging all that much right now at all. We're reliving. No, but here's the thing. This is why the OG Verdansk stuff was only ever going to be like a short-term solution. That OG vibe was only going to last for like a season, but then they needed to do updates to it, like constant updates. And this is what everybody in the community was trying to tell them, and they just haven't really listened. Is we need like bring us the OG vibes. That's cool. Bring it back to the OG. Take away all the balloons and all the like ways to get back and stuff. I'm cool with that. Bring it back to the OG battle royale feel. But you got to update the map. You got to give us content every season. You got to give us like oh, I forgot. Sorry, they gave us a new building downtown. Cool. But it's like every half season should have been something new on the map. If you look at Fortnite, bro, they are changing the map like every 2 weeks. It feels like. It's interesting to see how the community reacts to these situations. On one hand, people are going to play it for what it just for what it is. Other literally praying this will kill. No, and that's the thing is like, if you're as a person who like enjoys FPS shooting, I'm not going to tell anybody else how they should feel, but at least for me, I want it to be two competing games that like there's a community of players that play one diehard. There's a community of players that play the other diehard. And then there's a flex community that play both and are able to kind of intermingle between both, and that both games like push each other to do better and have better graphics and have better stability and better content, but also have them be different enough games to where it doesn't feel like they're just trying to copy each other just to steal the other one's player base. You know what I mean? I want there to be 2 really good first-person shooter games, like Milsim style first-person shooter games, and that you can have that happen in a healthy manner. Bro was not shaking and baking.
Just heard him.
Where's your teammate?
Listen back.
Okay, where'd that come from? Oh my God, that FFAR might be the worst aim I've ever seen. Bro. Watch, his FFAR is going to shoot perfectly straight. Yep. Crazy. Give us something different. I love COD. I just want my 2009. See, I don't know that that's ever going to come back, honestly. Because you got to think everybody from then has grown up. Everybody from then is now 30 to 45-year-old adults who have jobs, who have fucking, you know what I mean? What's up, Marvel? How you doing? What's up, damn Daniel? Cheaters and 2 boxers ruin this game. Adding content won't fix it. I mean, yeah, maybe. I guess. Look, I'm always definitely agree with you that cheaters are probably the biggest issue in the game, and until they fix it, they're gonna just keep driving players away, legit players away.
Oh, for shit.
But I don't think you guys just look. You're underestimating the power that like putting content in this game can have. And, like good content. Like they just, where the hell did the fucking Beavis and Butthead and the American Dad shit come from? Give us content for like relevant shit, right? Like, or shit that's actually like thematically makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? For a first-person shooter game, give me a John Wick. Why do I need Beavis and Butthead? I don't care about the fact that it's like cartoony. That's fine. But give me Archer. Give me Archer, bro. I would play as Archer. That's a cartoon I'd play as. But like, the problem is like they just don't give us content. And I understand what you're saying about like, you're saying adding content's ruin the game, if anything. I don't agree with that. I just think they could do better content. I don't think the content is what's ruining it. I think the lack of like, I mean, you got to separate, well, not separate, but you got to think of it in this way too, is like, there's different types of content as well. There's content like skins and stuff and bundles they're putting in there in the game. And then there's content like in-game, like, I'm trying to think of the best way to put it, like mechanical content. Like, why have we been on the exact same Rebirth map for what, 2 years now? You know what I mean? Warzone was probably at its healthiest when they gave us Fortune's Keep, then they gave us Rebirth back, I think, and then they took us to Ashika and then Vondel, and then back to Rebirth. It's like constantly changing and updating. Like, just being on the same map for 2 years straight is not good. I don't care that we come back to Rebirth. I love Rebirth. I think Rebirth's great, but like they should mix things in over time, and it should be like 2 or 3 times a year. I feel like, not once every other year. They're trying too hard to copy what Fortnite does instead of doing their own. Well, here's my thing is I think that they should copy Fortnite's structure, not the content that Fortnite puts out, but the structure of the content, right? So like, I like the fact that Fortnite is constantly doing collaborations, but we shouldn't be doing the same Fortnite collaborations. It should be Call of Duty themed collaborations. Right? Like,
we're headed to the war
they
zone.
should constantly be putting out new skins and stuff. That's not a problem. Them putting skins out is not a problem. It's the skins that they're putting out that are the problem. I think your name is Braden, right? I think you corrected me on this a while back, but what's up, Braden? I think people believe it's going to have the same ripple effect of what Marvel's did to Overwatch, but Activision, love it or hate it, is a totally different. No, 100%, you're right. I'm doing good, man. How are you? Yeah, I think the other thing that with Call of Duty, the other problem is everybody likes to pick one thing that's the problem, and then everything else is just not as important of an issue as that one thing that they pick. There's so many things with Call of Duty right now that like are layered, and it's just like it's like a bunch of different things that if they just took the time to like sit down and think about it, they could get it right. Right? Like, we need them to get rid of the cheaters. We also need them to be either updating the current maps, right? Like Rebirth, why not give us new POIs on Rebirth, or like reskin Rebirth to have different themes, or just every 3 to 4 months drop a new map, see how people like it. If they don't like it, take it away. If they like it, mix it in with Rebirth. And then on top of that, there's the question of the skins, whether you want more skins or not, or whether it's just the themes of the skins. The meta not shifting very often is very frustrating. Like, the Krig was meta for way too long. The LC-10's been meta for way too long. Misfeat and Fortune Ski. Yeah, I love that. I mean, the Fortune Ski is probably one of the better maps we've had. It's obviously, I don't think it's as good as Rebirth, but it's one of the better maps we've had, and the only reason we knew that is because they gave it to us to try. We obviously didn't like Area 99 that much, and that's okay. They took it away, and you know, we never have to think about it again. But they need to keep trying stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I like about Fortnite. Like, take the visual look of Fortnite away from it, but think about how often Fortnite puts stuff out and changes stuff. That's good for the game. That's good for the health of the game. Am I late? I was watching some WWE. No, but here's the deal. This is now WWE. I'm about to lay a smackdown on somebody. All right, somebody from over here shot us earlier. But it's like, we need to get rid of the cheaters, but we also need to keep the game fresh and fun, but also while keeping it a serious game and not making it into just a complete like toxic joke. Unfortunately, we're just never going to get the toxic lobbies of like everybody cursing at each other from like, if you go into multiplayer, nobody's talking anymore. And I don't think that's necessarily a COD thing. I mean, part of it is, right? It's part of it's their censorship and chat banning people. But part of it's just some of these dudes just want to log on and just play and not talk to anybody. The player base is not the same that they used to be. I don't know where this guy is. Luckily, he can't shoot for shit.
One supply box remaining. Move to secure.
You know, I used to shit on this, but looking back, I think the rotation was actually... See, I'll talk about that in a second. Let me finish reading your message. Best thing to happen, Resurgence. What helped ruined it was big streamers who just wanted high kills on the same map. So... Oh, Loki loves park operator. See, but that's what I mean is I don't hate the cartoon operators. I just need them to be like somewhat adult themed, right? And not that Beavis and Butthead and oh god, that scared me. Not that Beavis and Butthead and like American Dad and shit aren't, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm also torn because sometimes I'm like, oh, I actually love that they add those operators, and then sometimes I'm like, well, I don't know how much I like it. What's up, Chris? How you doing, bro? Happy Saturday, my man. What's up, Braden? Yo, what's up, Joe? I misclicked. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How we doing? No misclicking allowed in here. How you doing, bro? But like, I understand people who like are saying they're trying too hard to be Fortnite, and I get that. But I also think that like, we got to be careful not to mix up what we mean by that by like, they're adding cartoon skins. That's not great. I don't love that. But they need to keep adding stuff and doing new stuff every week, right? Like new things need to be added to this game all the time. Like hate it or love it, but Fortnite's extremely popular because they do shit like add Star Wars in and then add like a Star Wars themed POI. All right, we got loadout money. I'm yapping. I'm gonna grab this vehicle. Right, they'll add Marvel Avengers stuff and then they'll add Marvel Avengers like weapons in the game as well. It's like everything is like so well done because they're constantly adding stuff. And if stuff doesn't work and people hate it, they vault it and they take it out and, you know, but they're constantly trying things at least. What's up, Brittany? How you doing? I'm honestly, I'm playing solos right now. I'm good. Thank you though. I appreciate the offer. But I'm just playing solo. Okay, so here's what I feel. Here's my problem with the rotation is I love the idea of it. I constantly am like, bro, we need to have rotating maps. Imagine if we had rotating maps like, you know, like Apex Legends does it and it feels really good. But the problem is they've given us map rotations before and then I end up doing everything in my power to only play one map. I'm exactly the person you were just talking about. Like I'm not so much caring about like high kills on the same map or whatever, but like I have a map out of the rotation that I prefer, and I will sit there and wait for the next map to roll around, or like the better map to roll around. Let's grab this bounty while we're at it. And so like I say I like the idea of a rotation, but then I always end up being like, I just want to play Rebirth. And so I kind of need them to force me into playing other things. I need to be forced into it, which is why I think the rotation shouldn't be every 15 minutes. That's where I think they went wrong with the map rotation, is that they rotated every 15 minutes so you could just easily time things up to always get Rebirth. I think they should do a rotation of like every 2 hours. For like 2 hours it's on Verdansk, then 2 hours it's on Avalon, then 2 hours it goes to Al Mazrah. That's my opinion. You using the GPR5 attachment is pretty good. Let's go, bro.
Stay sharp.
Oh yeah. All right, so this dude's potentially gonna be all the way over here.
Okay.
Enemy soldier incoming.
O cara tá em cima. O cara tá em cima, eu tô contigo.
Damn it. Brother, what just caused me to throw a nade? I didn't mean to throw that. What button clicked that through that? I do not need help doing the cartoons event. I have already finished that.
Last chance.
Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Deployment.
Solo King. I just be trying to play solo so I can sit here and yap to you guys. I just be yapping quite a bit.
Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by.
Because before I just wanted Rebirth and I'm pretty bored of it. Well, but this is the thing. This is why, like, I would love to have just Rebirth, but for like 4 months at a time. Give me just Rebirth for 4 months and then take it out and put Ashika back in for 4 months. Then give us Fortune's Keep for 4 months. Then give us like 2 ranked seasons, 2 full ranked seasons of each map at a time. Also that, Dragonfly, I agree with that. Like, I ran some multiplayer a couple months ago and called someone a stupid bitch. And well, see, yeah, that's also obviously part of the problem too. Absolutely. I'm never gonna deny that. That's certainly part of the issue. Is they're being hella restrictive on. I understand the chat bans. Like, if they want to do AI moderation, I'm here for them getting rid of like the slurs and stuff. But cursing at people should not be. You know what I mean? What's up, Alan? How you doing? What, you're tired of Rebirth for 5 years? Kinda. A little bit. Yeah, we'll take that for now. We need to get another loadout for our SMG. I love Rebirth. Don't get me wrong. I love Rebirth, but I am burnt out on it, bro. And that's probably the biggest like thing that I can say about this goddamn game is they are very, very, very good at burning people out on stuff. Like, they are extremely talented at burning you out on something. They give you something and they shove it down your throat for 2 years until you're just like, please, no more. Imagine if they took Rebirth away every 4 months and like people were craving it back, and then when it came back, they'd all be excited. They'd be like, oh my God, Rebirth's back. Let's get back on the game. Or if they did that and it's like, oh shit, we dropped a map that people like instead of Rebirth. The problem is they don't have a very good track record with dropping new maps that don't end up being ass, because they don't really understand what's good about Rebirth that people like. The thing that people like about Rebirth is how simple it is. It's literally like 7 POIs. Each one is like a big POI in itself that you can kind of just fight inside of. I mean, if you look at Control, if you look at Decon, if you look at Prison, if you look at Nova, if you look at Kent, like each of those POIs is like all of these little intricacies. Each little POI could be its own multiplayer map. And for some reason, they just struggle with trying to recreate that on new maps. All right, chat, I'm just gonna wandering around aimlessly while we When season 5 update? Probably in like 4 days. probably like 4 days, if I had to guess. They had 4.5 years to develop VO6, and all they had was, you know what's crazy is, so like there's two sides to that coin, right? Is they had that long to develop VO6, and all they gave us was Rebirth and Verdansk back, which is like whatever. But I also, part of the problem with VO6 is it, because they had so long to develop it, they tried to cram so many unnecessary things into this game.
Ah, não, acabou minha bala, Jardel. Acabou minha bala, moleque.
What language is that?
Marquei pra você, marquei pra você.
So I've got one low on us, but then I just got shot from across, I thought.
Overhead.
Tô com mira, pô. Não tem como.
That was like a kind of, oh no. You've got to be shitting me, bro.
We lost that one, but we'll get
Oh, I took way too long to fight that. This dude just got a complete freebie because I took so long to deal with that. What's up, MK? How you doing? You still unlock prestige camos. Do you mean for like MW3? That's a good question. I don't know. If you're talking about the prestige camos for MW3 weapons, I'm not sure. All right, let me just say what's up to everybody. What's up, MK? How you doing, bro? What's up, Chris? What's up, Dan? What's up, Hunter? What's up, Numa? How you doing, bro? Portuguese. That was Portuguese. Okay. What's up, Numa? What's up, Unk? What's up, Taz fan? What's up, Lucas? What's up, Brittany? What's up, Anderson? What's up, Braden? What's up, Ahmad? I hope I'm saying that right. What's up, bro? Yeah, I will defend Warzone to the day I die because it's an actually genuinely fun game. They're so lazy about it. The anti-cheat is lazy. The content is lazy. The like flow of like new like maps and stuff is lazy. Like it's just lazy. And I think they read their audience completely incorrectly, right? Like obviously they got it right by knowing that everybody wanted Verdansk back. That was a massive dub. They were smart. That was great. But what they didn't read correctly out of that is we wanted Verdansk back, but we also didn't want only Verdansk back. We wanted Verdansk back as something like just bring some nostalgia, bring some people back to the game, but then also give us some new stuff along with it. And they just said, "Ooh, you want Verdansk back? Okay, here you go. Have it for the next year." MK, let me look. I don't know. I don't really check Twitter DMs and stuff that much.
check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment.
I don't see a DM from you like recently at all. I have someone that said the doctor told me that I don't have much time left because of cancer. I keep thinking back to the time when I worked hard. You are the lucky one. In the remaining time, I want to leave quietly. This is my legacy to you. Please keep this information safe. And then there's a link with a username, a password, and a balance. The balance says it's $6,781,231. Should I click that link, chat? New Battlefield anti-cheat is kernel level and your game loads in sandbox to detect cheats. Yeah, I mean, that's why I wish Call of Duty would do something like that. So it's a good thing Battlefield's doing that for sure. There will still be some cheaters that find a way to slip through that, but for the most part, that should catch everybody. You saying on Thursday? What's today? What day are we on now? Also, everybody, I am live on YouTube right now. We're trying to get the YouTube streams kind of like up and going and getting into the algorithm. If any of you have YouTube and can go over to the YouTube stream and just drop a comment and like watch for like a minute and leave a like on the stream, that would help me out so much. Anybody from Twitch or TikTok, if you guys could go jump over to the YouTube real quick and then come back to the TikTok or the Twitch or wherever. Drop me a comment, leave me a like, and just say what's up. Brother. Come swing over to the YouTube. It's youtube.com/@onlyjome. It's just onlyjome. If you go search onlyjome, it'll pop up. What's up, Numa? How we doing today, bro? Yeah, TikTok. I need your help big time on that. I need a couple of y'all to come over to the YouTube and drop a comment and then also drop a like, and then you can go back to TikTok when you're done. No, I agree with that. They are lazy as fuck, but that's COD, unfortunately. Which is crazy because Warzone literally, it has the foundations and like the building blocks to be the greatest video game ever. It's fast paced, it's entertaining, it's fun to play. Every game you log on to a Warzone game is a different experience, a different story that you tell. Everything is different. And it's just always amazing and great. But then they take those like foundational bricks and they just say, we're going to pile some poop on top of it. The bricks that we've built on this great foundation is going to be there specifically just to hold our poop. Instead of like putting like this amazing, like graphical display of like beautiful gameplay, they're like, we're just going to put some really laggy, cheaty, like cheater filled, boring, no content poop on top of this great foundation. Like Warzone, like Call of Duty has the hands down, bar none, the best gunplay of any game in all of gaming. No game out there has better gunplay than Call of Duty. And then they say we have the best gunplay. Let's just make it play like crap though. You're gonna have good gunplay, but you're also gonna be stuttering and jittering everywhere. What's up, Pippa? Thank you for coming over. Just relaxing. Just finished watching CS2 Cologne semifinals. Interesting. How was that? I've never watched CS2 before. What's up, Key? How you doing? Came from the TikTok. Thank you. Pippa, how we doing today? The Pipster. Usually I'm a gaming PC. Let's go. Okay, so today's Saturday. Okay. Thursday. I'll have to look for that. I swear I didn't see anything when I was just looking, but I'll go check again here in a minute. What's up, Halen? Thank you for the rose. Thank you. Like, that's the best way I can describe Call of Duty. The best, I'll say this again. The best way I can describe Call of Duty is they've got an insanely strong, well-built foundation of like gunplay and theme and like lore and just everything on the base is just amazing. And like style of gameplay and pace of gameplay and speed and everything. And then they use that foundation instead of like holding up something much better and like putting something on a pedestal. They just use that good foundation to like pile poop on top. And they're using that really solid foundation to hold up poop. That's the best way I can describe Call of Duty. All right, what am I going to do? I need to log in. I've been yapping all day today. Pretty good. A lot of anticipation, close calls, and back and forth. Okay.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
UAV available for tasking.
Eliminate all targets in the AR.
I need like an actual weapon. Here we go.
Secure the supply boxes. Locations are marked on your tag map.
No. Brother, how do I get put between two teams right there? Yeah, I don't know. I love Warzone. I love playing Warzone. And maybe I'm just an idiot. But like, it feels like they have this really solid foundation that they could make the greatest game to ever exist. And then they just don't. And then they just take the lazy route on everything because they want to sell microtransactions and cram battle pass bundles down your throat instead of just making a really good game, getting more people on, and then those people would probably be like, damn, I love this game. Let me spend some money on it. But instead, they take the ones who will spend money and they just milk them for everything they have and push the other ones away. Frustrating. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, Battle Pass is gonna be the same. They're gonna do microtransactions down your throat too. It just won't be like Nicki Minaj skins. But they will jam microtransactions down your throat. MK, you can tell me them, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know that much about PCs, so I'm probably not the best person to ask. But you can feel free to tell me what they are. Yeah, Chris, here's my thing is, part of me wants like old maps back. Like I'd love to get Vondel back. I'd love to get
Check your gear and weapons.
Ashika back for a little bit. I'd love to get, bring Fortune's Keep back. Bring Avalon is the next big map, but then bring Al Mazrah back for a little bit. Bring Caldera back for a little bit, kind of rebuilt and made better. Like I don't know. I'd love for them to bring old maps back, but then also bring new maps as well. And go every other like 2 seasons, you bring a new map, then go 2 seasons, bring an old map. Go 2 seasons, bring a new map.
All stations.
2 seasons, bring an old map.
Stand by for deployment.
That I'm gonna be honest with you, that 6,000 megahertz memory is really, really good. 5060, 8 gig terabyte, 1 terabyte. Nice. The 5060. Yeah, I just don't know that much about, like, I don't know if that much about PCs to be able to tell you if that's a good build or not, but I do know that 6,000 megahertz memory is really good.
Battle Royale.
There's something in my mustache? What is it? Your mom's vagina?
Approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
What's up, Gooey Purples? How we doing? I'm licking my mustache now, so thank you for that. I'm self-conscious.
Got a scavenger contract here.
Used MSI Afterburner to boost the memory, got mine up to 7200. That's certainly something they should potentially do at some point, but also if they're new to PC gaming, we probably need to just let them do their thing for a little bit before we push that on them. Brother, there's always people going for my contracts.
You're clear to engage your
He should not have a self-res. You charged my contract on.
UAV standing by.
I need to make a video of like all my thoughts and stuff on all this, because like when I'm talking about it right now and I'm just yapping, it's probably not very coherent, but if I actually sat down and scripted out a video about how I really felt about Call of Duty, I could probably make a lot more sense. And actually word things like more properly. More better. More gooder. You guys like it when I do things more gooder? Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see it. I only have Warzone right now. I've been playing on mouse and keyboard since I got it, and I'm actually, yeah, mouse and keyboard is so much fun, and they've done a good job at trying to make mouse and keyboard more enjoyable on this game. It's super unbalanced because of how good controller is, but definitely give mouse and keyboard a try. It's a lot of fun. Switching to mouse and keyboard is like what's made gaming actually enjoyable for me. What's up, Vex? Thank you for the follow, bro. I appreciate that.
Requesting recon flyover. Changing mags.
That's you or load up money. Yeah, definitely get a desk next for sure. Getting a desk will make it so much better.
Returning to base.
But then again, I mean, like if you're gonna play mouse and keyboard, you definitely want to get a desk. If you're gonna play controller, you can just leave it however you had your console and treat it like a console. But I would definitely suggest a desk if you're gonna play mouse and keyboard.
Loadout drop headed your way. You're losing ground. Moving.
Recon contract marked.
All right, let's go. What's up, Fat Cat? How you doing? I will say I'll give them some credit though. The way they brought Verdansk back has been really good. Verdansk has been amazing. Like they did it right by going back to the basics with everything and not like having all of the million different ways that you can get back into the game, like leaving it straight up like a battle royale where you get 2 lives and that's it, with like the gulag and then you can be bought back and that's it. Not having all the redeploy flares and the like resurgence tokens, and just they've done it right by taking it back to basics and making this back to what Warzone was great. Like what about Warzone was great? But we just need more content, right? Like the fact that Stadium is just now finally getting opened up is kind of crazy to me. The fact that like they gave us all the original bunkers but then haven't given us any other like Easter eggs,
The bomb has been planted. Protect it from
kind of annoying. Boom! He gets 5 big booms. You grab the heli, I think. I'm gonna grab the heli. Do this.
Contract marked.
Actually, I'm gonna do one more of these bomb contracts real quick, I think.
Plant and defend the bomb. Location marked on your backpack. Prepare for contact.
Honestly, the redeployment players make sense, but they should be rare and be yes. So I can agree with that. I don't mind them, but it's just like if you ever played like ranked when those were in the game, every single team, every player on every single team had one, and the final circle would just be like redeploy flare, redeploy flare, redeploy flare, redeploy flare, and it's just like, bro, the final circle should be the final circle. Like, we shouldn't be having 50 people come back in the final circle. And there were teams that would specifically hold on to it and wait until the final circle to kill their teammate back, so they could float replacement at the end, which just takes away from like the point of the game. All right, let me grab
Got a buy station.
loadout for my SMG here, and we'll grab a UAV as well.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
The TR2 is, as a long range, is not all that good anymore. They nerfed it pretty heavily, and now it's just not as good. But as an SMG with the conversion kit, it's actually really, really good. If you build it as an SMG with the conversion kit.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exiting the AO.
Let me get above this scene.
Containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to the head of the next gas spread. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
They were in the tents here. I just don't, there's just no good feeling long range weapons right now. Like, he's gonna get up to tower. I'm just gonna go do my contract. Be done with it. Let me grab this gas mask. Oh, we already have one. All right. Let's go. I'm glad you got Warzone off bat on that. That's so much better. Let's go. Also, the SWAT 556. Well, I'm using it right now, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't love it. I don't love it. I think you're better off leaving it as an iron sight build that you would use like for maybe Rebirth Island or as a sniper support or something. I don't love it as a long range weapon. I don't really love any of the long range options right now though.
Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
You got Gold Tiger? Let's go, bro. Now you just gotta get King's Ransom and then Catalyst and then Abyss. Let's go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Got gas moving in. Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading
bounty
information
contract.
on the next gas spread.
Can I easily get to this?
Objective simple. Eliminate all bounty targets.
MK, that should be kind of fun. I've never played that. Okay, alrighty then. Yep. Cool. Cool. What's up, Jack? How you doing? What's up, Lish? Cypher is probably the best long range. That's what I usually use, but I've not felt that great about. That's why I'm trying some other things. But like the SWAT does not feel like a good replacement for it. I think I would still take the Cypher over the SWAT. The GPR's 2 doesn't have enough range to replace it. The GPR is great, and if you're gonna play like Rebirth, it can be a great option on Rebirth. But for like a long range AR on like Verdansk, for instance, it's just not great. And I think that.
Be ready.
I think that's kind of how they want it to be. I think they want you, if you really want to hit long range, like win your long range fights, they want you sniping. I don't think they want people winning long range fights with ARs. I think they got really annoyed with the Krig and the XM4 meta. What's up, Baby G? How you doing? What's up, Mighty Rogue? Why is half your screen you? Okay, I can actually explain this if you give me a second. If you give me a second, let me get back in. Let me win my gulag and get back in. I can give you, basically I can give you 2 options for how the screen should look. Let me get somewhere real quick. Baby G, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Dan said, you know when you show up for work and you see someone parked in your assigned parking spot, like what the fuck? Yeah, like when, like obviously it's not an assigned spot, but like when everybody has the same spots, bro. Like what the hell? MK, I am not the right person to ask for that because I don't believe in antivirus. I believe in just like not clicking stuff that you shouldn't click. But like, I don't really use an antivirus, I don't think. I mean, I probably have one on here, but it's probably just the default whatever came with it. I'm partially convinced myself that most antiviruses are actually viruses themselves and are just trying to get into your system anyways. What's up, Clint? How you doing, bro? How do you get the Abyss camo fast? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really get it fast in the grand scheme of things. I basically spent all of Urzikstan, Black Ops 6
Don't
Urzikstan,
ever count me out.
grinding the SMGs and ARs without really grinding it, right? Like I basically had all the SMGs and ARs done because I never really thought about camos. I just used all of the SMGs and ARs in Warzone and got.
Gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Sorry, I heard something. Okay, so the TikTok, real quick, hold on. All right, so you're asking about the TikTok, why half of the screen is more than half of the screen is my face. Because if I took this, right? If I took the gameplay, hold on, let me just show you this real quick. If I made the gameplay bigger, wait, why is this? If I made the gameplay bigger, right? Now you can't see the sides of the screen. Whereas if I have it smaller, you can see essentially the whole screen. You can see everything on the left and the right, so you guys don't miss any information. If I make it bigger, you no longer see the left and right side of the screen. You just see the middle part of the screen. So I decided to make the gameplay a little bit smaller, but now you can see everything, and then my camera's just bigger. And if I'm being honest, the reason for this is because people think that I'm like the thickest, juiciest, most handsome person to ever exist. And people just enjoy watching that and looking at that. You know what I mean?
Gas is inbound.
Hopefully that answers that. Yeah, MK, I don't have any good advice on a good anti-cheat or not anti-cheat, a good like antivirus. I'm not sure. Been running your new LC10 build at Beams. Let's go, Jack. Jack, how we doing today, bro? Sonny, I can appreciate it. Thank you. I'm assuming you're talking about the explanation I just gave about the camera and stuff. Streamer's favorite food, dick. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little dick. Little dick.
Changing mags.
Like, I just feel like I'm never gonna kill these people at that range at all. I'm better off sniping, I think. I'm gonna start sniping after this.
Requesting recon flyover.
Enemy UAV overhead.
What's up, Pippa? How you doing? I didn't even see him until I got right up on him.
Less than 24.
I'm gonna snipe. I just feel like sniping. Green Monster, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. What's up, Clint? How you doing? Pippa. All you need now is a man bun. Wait, why do I need a man bun? I got 2 man buns in my pants right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't remember what we were talking about, but chat, that's my opinion on it, and that's where we're gonna leave it. You know, I don't remember what we were talking about though. Oh, you were saying because I'm the sexiest. That's true. That's true. That's true. But I'm that without the man bun. You know what I'm saying? Great. My 2 little brothers are moving in with me tomorrow. They're moving from Ohio and bringing their Boston Terrier. Let's go. New puppy? Probably not a puppy, but you get a new doggo to play with. Let's go. Hell yes. Hell yes. What's your relationship with your little brothers like? Are they like, do you like fight with them or are they like, they're 19 and 21? Okay, interesting. That should be fun. That should be fun. 19 and 21 is good age. She's one. Oh my god, so she is a puppy. They're like your nephews? Okay. That's funny. Well, that should be fun. That'll be interesting for sure. Play Rebirth Island, please. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some in today. I really want to split my time between Rebirth and Big Map, but I'm enjoying Big Map today. It's giving me a chance to just sit here and yap and talk. If I was playing Rebirth, I wouldn't be as talkative. 19 and 21. That's crazy. Bro's full of jokes tonight. I got all the jokes. I'll be 40 in September, but I'm closest to the youngest who loves video games like me. That's awesome. What video game does he like the most? Do you know?
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment.
Oh, I was gonna. Oh, chat. Hold on. Let me redo my loadout real quick. I thought I had a sniper. Yeah, here we go. Valorant. I've never played Valorant. I need to give Valorant a try because I'm a mouse and keyboard player. And I feel like Valorant's really good for mouse and key. What is your favorite music type? What we're listening to right now? Like a mix of like pop punk, post-hardcore, metalcore, like just like modernized like hardcore, but like with some punk mixed in. But like that song right there is like a good example of exactly what I like. Chat, we are trying out a new mouse today. New mouse. It is the Razer Basilisk Pro 35K. Razer Basilisk Pro 35K. It's got a side mouse button here. Let me go. It's got 3 side mouse buttons. I'm used to using like 4 or 5, but this one's got 3, so we're testing that out. So far so good. And then yeah. It's just a really comfortable mouse. I definitely plan on pre-ordering Battlefield 6. I do too. I'm going to play some of it for sure. It's just a question of whether I'll enjoy it enough to make videos about it. Me too. Never play, but need to. He plays COD 2. Gonna set up his system in my stream room. So maybe fun stuff in the future. Let's go. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I've never played Valorant, but like I feel like as a mouse and keyboard player, I would really like it. Yeah, this one's really nice. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I typically don't buy stuff based on aesthetics, but like the lights on this are really cool. It's got like a bottom track light all the way around, and so on my mouse pad, it just like it has like a glow around the mouse.
Ruck up. You're headed to
Very
the
cool.
war zone.
What's up, Louie? How you doing? I love how you got your setup. Camera at the bottom and gameplay at the top. Something different. I just wanted to try and be like slightly different, but also the most important part is the gameplay, and I wanted that up top not being covered up by the text. I don't mind me being covered up on the text, and it almost kind of makes sense having the text over me because that way it's like I'm talking to you guys like with the messages right there. Light up accessories are my favorite as well. I don't care too much. Like I won't like make that the main like purchasing reason, but I do like it when something I buy has it. It makes it feel a little better. What's up, Louie? How we doing today, bro? All right, chat, let's go. We're gonna snipe this game. HDR LC10. It's a longer range LC10 build. What's up, Alfie? How you doing?
Battle Royale. You've got gas closing in
Got a
fast.
scavenger
Let's drop down here. I'm good too. I'm having a good day, Louis. What's up, Sanchez? How you doing, bro? I am having a good day. Playing some solo duos. yapping to chat. Not really focusing on too much other than just talking to you guys, having a good time today. Already posted my TikTok for the day. Got another one coming tomorrow. Probably an ad coming out tomorrow as well that I'll need your guys' support on. And then, yeah, we're doing good, man. Kind of slowed down on the YouTube side of things, even though we are posting YouTube shorts. I want to get back to posting YouTube long form. I just feel like YouTube long form is so hard to stay consistent with.
Enemy UAV is online. One supply box down. Two remain.
Let's come this way. I do know the bunker code for Park. Do you need it? You have it? Okay, I got you. Yeah, I've got all the bunker codes. Except for maybe like the most northern one because my map is not updated.
Care package on standby.
Two supply boxes secured. One remaining.
We'll take that.
Contract complete. Three supply boxes secured.
All right, almost loadout money. Like I said, we're gonna snipe this game. All right, there's loadout money.
Loadout drop headed your way.
They tagged me. Gotta get right. Now it's my turn.
Where did bro go?
Gas moving.
Flash! Watch your eyes.
He hasn't seen our sniper glint yet, so I don't really want to scope in on him until I see him.
Shit. Took around.
Now we lost our plate box back at the buy station, I think. Yo, kind of new to Warzone. You got any tips on how to level up an LC10? Go in. Oh, I'm trying to think what the best, like the fastest way to level weapons is. Is probably go into plunder. Is
They
this
tagged me.
probably works best if with like a full squad of people to do this with. I'm out of plates, bro. I don't know where my plate box went. It probably works better with a full squad, but go into plunder, always have the weapon that you're trying to level out, like have it out like it's out right now or whatever, like this, like I have the LC10 out, and do contracts, but always keep that weapon out as you're doing the contracts.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Oh my God, bro. And use weapon XP tokens. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Last chance. Fight to earn redeployment.
Not Tommy. Thank you for the follow, though. Yeah, like scavenger contracts, recon contracts are probably the best ones. I would probably avoid the most wanted, or I would probably avoid the bounty contracts at first. If you're just trying to level weapons, I would just do contracts. Get a helicopter and just fly around and do contracts, but always have the weapon out
Stand by.
that you want to level, right? And I think it works better if you have a squad, so like you can do them faster and stuff. And also you might get more XP if you're with a squad. I'm not sure, but as a solo, you can do it that way as well. I got you, bro. Thank you for the follow. And make sure to like always watch my videos and stuff, because I'm always putting out like little bits and pieces like that. Mostly I put out like loadout videos, but like my video tomorrow is going to be about how to play more like a pro player. My video tomorrow is going to be like the differences between a bot and a pro player. And so like trying to help give advice on how to get better and stuff.
Got a vehicle here. JLTV here. Cancel line. Recon contract marked.
Yeah, I got you, Tommy. Or not Tommy. Let's go. Chad, I'm thinking tomorrow. Ooh. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to try to do a YouTube vertical and YouTube horizontal stream. Let's see if we can do both. What is this LTV doing here? Why is this LTV here? It's such a weird place for the LTV to be. It's fully fresh too. That's just not a default spawn for that. Oh my God, there's a team just sitting up in here, bro. I kind of want to fight them.
Bring it out there.
I'm reloading.
What? There's just a dude. Oh my God, bro. I can't win. I just can't win right now. There's just a dude behind me. Thanks. I need a couple tips because this is like my second first-person shooter game. I used to play Fortnite. So essentially, this is exactly like Fortnite. The gunplay and like the gun mechanics are obviously different. It's a first-person shooter where Fortnite's more like a third-person, technically speaking, over the shoulder. But like in general, it's a lot of the same like strategies and stuff. You land in, you loot up, the circle's going to collapse on you, and you're just trying to be last alive. You can either play to go for high kills, you can play to get wins, you can play to try to do both, or you can play to do neither and just have fun running around shooting your gun and dying a lot. Which I do more times than not. The thing is, there's no building, obviously. You probably were already playing zero build, if I'm being honest, because most people, I feel like in Fortnite, are playing zero build at this point anyways. What else? There's really not much different. The way loadouts is the biggest difference between Fortnite and Warzone. And then obviously you're going to have to get used to, like, in Fortnite, people stand out like a sore thumb. You can see them from across the map because the skins are bright. The ground is green. Like, you're able to see everything clearly. Here, everything kind of blends in together. So it's like, you got to get good at, like, spotting people and being able to see people. But like loadouts is the biggest difference. I know how to get my loadout quick, but I don't really know what good guns to use. Well, I would tell you, like, if you want to go to my TikTok, there's a playlist at the top that says meta weapons current or something like that, or meta loadouts current. That is all of the current meta loadouts. And I'll update it as that changes, but just be aware it will change in about 4 days. We're getting the season 5 update. We're getting season 5 in about 4 days or something like that. And the meta will probably change, and the weapons that are good now will probably change. But I'll have that playlist at the top of my page, so you can always come back to it, and it should be fairly updated whenever things change. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. The problem, Joe, is like, what weapons do you focus on leveling first, right? And like knowing what weapons to focus on. And then the other thing I'll say about it is, like, obviously it's, you know, in Fortnite, I think the meta in Fortnite was to carry like a shotgun and SMG and like some sort of long range, probably, or a shotgun and AR and like a sniper or a marksman rifle or something like that. And like 3 weapons. Here you get 2 weapons, so you got to kind of make your loadouts based on that, where like you usually want to pair like an SMG with an AR, or a longer range SMG with a sniper, or a shorter range AR with a sniper, or like I said, AR SMG. Shotguns are not usually meta in Warzone. Shotguns are either way too overpowered and they get nerfed right away, or they come in and just are terrible and nobody ever uses them. So we definitely don't use shotguns nearly as much as Fortnite does. What's up, El Gala? How you doing, bro? Best AR loadout? Probably the Cypher 91, but you need the 8 attachment build for it. The 5 attachment build just doesn't hit. You kind of need the 8 attachment build for it. Do you think keyboard mouse will ever compete with controller in an elite level for COD in terms of potential? Not currently, no. I don't feel that way. However, I will say Battlefield, from what I've heard about Battlefield, is that mouse and keyboard feels amazing on Battlefield, and that like controller is okay but not as good. And so there's some strong potential that Battlefield will have like a really good balanced M&K versus controller situation. Hold on. We got things we got to deal with real quick. Peek it, peek it, peek it, peek it, peek it. Let's go. And I'll say the TTK, the time to kill, is way faster in Warzone than it is Fortnite. Fortnite is way, way slower. You actually have time to like fight people in Fortnite, whereas here it's just you're just insta-dead. Like, you saw how quickly I just wiped that team. Things happen extremely quickly here in Warzone. Yeah, hey, go to my TikTok page right now. Go up in the top and click my profile picture and go to my TikTok page. And in the top part of my TikTok page, there's playlists, and there's one that says meta weapons in parentheses current. That one should have multiple videos that have the same Cypher build kind of over and over again. There's like multiple videos in there that have the Cypher builds. Probably a 5 attachment and an 8 attachment. Ski, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I don't know. I think personally, keyboard and mouse can read. Not currently. Controller is just way too strong right now. But if they ever got pressured like by Battlefield or whatever, because Battlefield's gonna have a really strong keyboard and mouse. If they ever got pressured by Battlefield, they might switch it up and, you know, nerf aim assist a little bit here. Because the problem isn't mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard feels fine on here. It's just that like rotational aim assist and aim assist up close for controller players is so strong. It is like, and you have like pro players that are like, please nerf it. Pro controller players want it to be nerfed. I'm just, bro, yeah. Oh, see, that's, he beat me because he weapon swapped instead of trying to reload. I tried to reload. I should have weapon swapped. Damn. Damn. I think it's funny. The update is same day as open beta for Battlefield 6. That is kind of funny, and I wonder, because I'm assuming Call of Duty has had this date set for a while. I wonder if Battlefield chose that date based on this. Battlefield, look, I'm gonna be honest. Battlefield has a great chance right now because Warzone is probably in its like most boring point right now. Like, there's nothing really that interesting about Warzone right now. We're getting a couple new weapons with the new season, but other than that, like, they have a real chance to drop that beta and have it be a lot of fun.
I was fucking them up, dude.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Cypher goes hard, bro.
Your mom goes hard.
The Cypher is it, bro. The Cypher is it.
Getting stitched up.
And that thing is couple taps.
Oh, he knifed me too. Damn. FFAR HDR is a great combo together. That's true. Yeah. The thing that confuses me most is the attachments. Yes, that is good. Like I said, this is the biggest thing that separates Warzone from Fortnite, right? Like, they're essentially the same game. The biggest difference is loadouts and the fact that you can build your loadouts. Like, let me back out real quick. So I'll give you guys kind of like a lesson in how I deal with loadouts. So let me go into the firing range real quick. I'm going to show you guys how I build loadouts. If you're new to Warzone, or like any pro player, any top level player is already going to know this, so this isn't for you. But if you're newer to Warzone, or if you've been playing Warzone for a while but still struggle, this is kind of how I think about loadouts. So we'll just go with this, right? Okay, so we'll go into the firing range with this loadout. It's a longer range build of the LC-10 paired with a sniper. Basically, you want your loadouts to be able to cover the entirety of this, right? So like, you need your loadout to be able to deal with that last target, and we'll say this target up close as well, right? And so like, if you have a sniper and a long range AR, your sniper is going to be able to deal with that, but like, it's going to be much harder if you have somebody in your face trying to fight you. You're not going to be able to kill him with the sniper. And if you have a long range AR, it's also going to be very hard because you're going to be super scoped in. And that's why you need like a closer range SMG. Okay. Now, the alternative to that is you could also go with something like, instead of the sniper, you could go with an AR. Like, I go with the Cypher usually. The AMAX is also apparently still pretty good. Where's the Cypher at? I'll show you my 5 attachment Cypher. Do I have it? Where is it? I might have to rebuild it. Hold on. Let me rebuild it real quick. All right. Put a cam on there just for the looks too. So like, for instance, if I'm going to use an AR, it's a little closer range than the sniper, and so I'm probably going to use less of a long range SMG. I'll probably put on a closer range build of the same SMG right now. Like, this is a longer range LC-10. This is a closer range, and I can show you the builds for those and why they are longer and closer and stuff. But now it's like, now I can still go out and fight this guy at range. It's going to be a little bouncy, but you can still kill him. And then you're able to cover every single distance with your weapons, right? Then you switch to the LC-10, and now you have, you know, the ability to kind of cover all of these ranges, right? And you get a little bit of overlap in the middle. Both the AR and the LC-10 can kind of cover those middle ground. What you don't want to have is a sniper that covers all the way at the end, and then a super close range SMG that covers the front side, and then have nothing for that middle gap. That's why a lot of people will run like a sniper support, like the FFAR is a great option to run. Let me put that on real quick. I'll show you, you know, because let me put the sniper back on. And then if we put the FFAR, it's an AR, but it's a much closer range AR. And we're gonna. And so now you have the sniper that can kind of handle that. Well, I'm gonna miss, but that. And then it can still handle this, but honestly, once you get to that point, you're kind of getting to a point where the FFAR starts to be able to handle roughly that fight, that fight, that fight, and that fight. And it kind of acts like a longer range SMG. I feel like snipers should have 8 attachments. You can put 8 attachments on the snipers. I personally like this HDR this way without the 8 attachments, but that's just me. And then you're able to switch. And so you basically just want to have balanced loadouts. It's either going to be a super close range SMG with like a middle range AR, a regular range SMG with like a little bit longer AR, or like a longer range SMG or close range AR with a sniper. You never want to have a long range AR and a sniper, and you never want to have like a super close range SMG and a sniper. You want to be able to kind of cover that stretch. Best aiming tips for keyboard mouse. Honestly, I'll say this, we have to build our loadouts differently than some people, right? So like, let me just see what the recoil pattern looks like on this. Okay. So this right here is an extremely easy to control recoil pattern for us because you just literally counter it by pulling down and to the right, right? And that's just me taking my mouse and going down and to the right to counter that, right? If you have a recoil pattern on a weapon that goes like up and then over and then back, that is going to be a controller weapon. Controller players will excel with that weapon because their aim assist is basically going to erase all of that side-to-side motion. Whereas a mouse and keyboard player, that's going to be very hard for us to contend with. So we have to pick weapons with these like straighter recoil patterns. It can have a really far up, vertical recoil because we can just easily counter that by just pulling straight back down and countering it. So that's first is like, you got to pick your weapons based on recoil control and you got to build them for recoil control, getting as much of the horizontal out of it, right? You want it to be all vertical. And then you want it to obviously be not a ton of vertical. So like if I go back and I put on the LC10, this is just like kind of my main LC10 build right now. Let me clear this real quick. So get up to this. So this is the LC10's pattern, right? This is why the LC10 is so good. And like on mouse and keyboard, it can be extremely good with the LC10. It's because all you do is you just counter that by pulling down slightly. And now I've got a perfect recoil centering, like, or you know what I mean? Plot. And so all I'm doing is as I'm shooting, I'm just pulling slightly down. The other thing is, especially up close, when you're fighting up close with people, controller players have extremely strong rotational aim assist, which is like when they're moving side to side, it's like continually pulling their aim onto the target. So in order for us to be able to compete with that, we have to kind of figure out ways for us to do well up close. And the best thing I can say is like if this guy's moving, right, and it's gonna be hard to actually get him to move here, but if this guy's moving, you have to like be shooting him un-ADS, like pull out of the like looking down sights, pull out of that, re-aim, and then go back in. And so let me fully kill him real quick. It'll look something like this. And so it'll be like you be shooting and then you well, hold on, I'm not showing it very well right now. It's hard to do because he's not moving. But you're basically shooting, you un-ADS, and then you re-ADS as you re-aim and like get your aim better with him. Let me see if I can pop up a clip that actually shows this really well. Let me see if I can find a clip that shows this really well. Hold on. This one might be. That's about it. They can hold for super.
Changing back.
Let me see if this is a good fight where I can kind of show it. No, not really. All right, let's lock it in. Lock it in for the one time. I'm trying to find a good clip where I can show this. That's funny. This was like a really sweaty fight.
Need medical.
Yeah, so okay, this is a good example. Like, I never really ADS to start, but like I hip fire and then I ADS, right? So like, let me do playback speed really slow here so you can kind of see this. If I can get it to start going. Well. Okay, maybe not. Hold on. I'm gonna show you a good example of this. All right, this should actually be a really good example. I'm gonna slow it down quite a bit though. If I can actually get it to slow down and play. All right, so basically in this fight, it's a 1v1 in a final circle, and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna slide at him, I'm gonna aim in and start shooting, but then he's gonna move out, and instead of being aimed in and trying to track that while aimed in, I unaim in, track him much faster, and then pull my aim back in. So watch, I'm gonna plate up, he's gonna shoot a couple times, and I'm gonna slide out at him. I'm gonna slide out at him. I'm gonna aim in. I'm shooting, aiming in. He's gonna slide out. I'm gonna un-ADS and then re-ADS and try to fight. Like, it basically just allows you to, if you stay ADS'd in, like aim down sight, it's very hard to track a moving player up close. And so this is the best piece of advice for, at least for up close, is like you need to let that back out, hip fire, keep shooting from the hip, and then re-ADS once you've got your target back. I'm like okay with snipers like the frost line, but haven't really tried. The HDR is much better. Definitely try the HDR. It's probably the best sniper in the game right now. Frost, thank you for the follow-up. I appreciate that, by the way. All right, I'm gonna show you my Cypher loadout, and then I'm gonna jump back into the game and keep playing. All right, I'm gonna show you both my 5 attachment and my 8 attachment build. Here's my 5 attachment build for the Cypher. What's up, Creamy? How we doing? My king, why have you forsaken me? Bro, sometimes you just need to be forshooken. How's the jumpster been? Creamy, I am pretty damn good, man. I am pretty damn good. I am pretty damn good. How are you, man? I need to mow the lawn again today. I mowed it the other day. I need to mow it again today. I mowed it on like the highest possible setting because it was really long and I didn't want to mow all the way down and have to deal with that. So I mowed it at the highest possible setting, and now I need to mow it again on just a little bit lower of a setting. So that's my 5 attachment Cypher build. Here's my 8 attachment Cypher build. That's my 8 attachment. Taking it day by day. Yeah, no, I get that. That's why, like, I've been missing a lot of days on stream because I'm just I'll wake up and I'll be like, okay, here's the things I need to get done today. Do I feel like streaming? Yes. Like today? Yes. Yesterday I had some family stuff going on and I was just like, I'm not gonna do it. All right. So that's my Cypher build. I'm gonna go back to using the sniper though. LC10 with the HDR. Let me make sure I got the right LC10 on here. There we go. And then Tommy, have you ever like the way that I build weapons, and this is once you start to see a lot of like Warzone loadouts and stuff, is basically most people will use a muzzle, a barrel, an underbarrel, a magazine, and then if it's an SMG, they'll go with like a rear grip or a fire mod. Or if they want to put an optic on it, they'll go with the optic. But usually it's like muzzle, barrel, underbarrel magazine, and then they will put one of these attachments on. Usually a fire mod like recoil springs or something like that. For ARs, it's kind of similar, except most people will run an optic, so that it'll be like these first 5 attachments again. They may skip out on one of these attachments and add like an overpressured or a recoil springs fire mod. But for the most part, like most people don't really go with rear grips or stocks or lasers for most things. Battlefield or Warzone? Warzone. Until I've had a chance to play Battlefield, and here's the deal: even in the beta that's coming out in a couple of days, I don't think we're gonna have the battle royale. It's just gonna be the multiplayer. It's just gonna be the multiplayer. It's annoying because at low level guns you can't even. Yes, that is probably the most frustrating thing about Call of Duty, is that as a beginning player you have to spend a lot of time just grinding weapon levels to get attachments. It's probably one of the things that we complain to the company the most about, and they just refuse to listen to us on. Is they got to do something where beginner players can just have the loadouts they need. Heard about the Battlefield BR? That's honestly kind of crazy. I'm excited. I'm excited to try it, but I'm also just excited for Warzone to have some competition. Some competition in like the milsim realism shooter space. It's like Fortnite's always kind of been competition, but they're able to kind of say like, oh, that's just a completely different audience. We don't have to worry about that. With Battlefield, if it ends up being good, Warzone might actually have to be better. I've not played Ready or Not. I don't know what that is. Somebody else mentioned that earlier too. What muzzle do I have on? I have on the monolithic suppressor right now. Some people will go with the compensator. I think the LC10's got enough recoil control already that I'm okay with going with the muzzle to be A, silenced, and then B, have a little more range and bullet velocity. What's up, Isley? How we doing? Thank you for the follow, by the way. Hopefully the competition makes them fix their hacker situation. That too, but I think it's so much more than that, right? Like it's like, hopefully it makes them have better servers and makes them have better content and just more content, and you know, makes them have less visual recoil, because that's one of the big things that's already seeming like is going to be in Battlefield, is not a lot of visual recoil. Let me get this vehicle.
Secure the supply boxes. Locations are marked on your TAC map.
Treylock, retype that again one more time. I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to say there. See if you can type that again.
Supply box secured. 2 to go.
Oh, chat, my neck is killing me today.
Supply box is down. 1 to go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, good read.
Gulag is your last chance.
I am ready for the new season. I am. We're gonna get a couple of new weapons and then some map updates. I just wish there was more, but you know what? It is what it is at this point. But I am ready for the update for sure, for sure, for sure. Hopefully a meta change. I have something that could kill you. Wait, hold up. What? What? What?
He was watching me.
What? What new weapons do we get? So we're getting a new AR. It's gonna be like the AUG. It's gonna be like a burst with an attachment that makes it fully auto, I think. And then we're getting an LMG and then a pistol. No SMG, I don't think. We were under the impression we were getting the MP40 this season, but I don't think we're actually going to.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
I don't know who the fuck you're hitting in here. Equal rights, equal fights, motherfucker.
Oh, I'm about to give you some equal rights.
Oh yeah, I'm getting cooked. I'm getting cooked.
How's that for equal rights, bitch?
Oh my god, he tased me with a knife.
That bro knew he was getting cooked.
Recon contract marked.
I would love to have the MP40 back. We were under the impression we were getting it, but I guess maybe that'll be next season or mid-season. I don't know. That dude knew he was getting kicked. Yo, bro, play with me 6.0 KD. I'm good. Bro, you're too good for me. I'm not that good. You got to find somebody else who's 6.0 KD to play with.
Enemy UAV overhead.
That boy knew he was getting cooked.
Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread. Enemy UAV is online.
Switching mags.
Where's his teammate? No, I was trying to go behind cover.
Enemy took that one, but we'll get them back.
Crazy, bro. Crazy, 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 crazy. Been watching a lot of Queso. He plays a lot of scary games. Yeah, I think that's where he really took off, was when, not just necessarily scary, but when he started playing variety. He started playing everything, and people love that. Because I think his like backstory is that he played a lot of Chat, I'm gonna switch over to Rebirth for a little bit. I'm only gonna be on for a few more minutes, so let's run a couple of rebirths. Is that he started out as like a 2K, a basketball streamer. He would just play 2K all the time and wasn't doing a whole lot, and then he started doing variety, and that's when he like took off. We'll do solo quad, and I guess we'll run we'll try the SWAT iron sight build, I guess. Yeah, I listened to like a podcast that had him on, and he was basically explaining his whole like backstory and stuff. And he started out as like an NBA 2K streamer, and was like kind of like us right now. Like we maybe had 10 viewers every so often, but just never had any traction, and switched to multi-streaming and putting out content about, or not multi-streaming, variety gaming, and started putting out content like funny clips from the different variety games, and he just took off. All right, Chad, I'm going to try something real quick, okay?
You're headed to
Oh,
the
wait,
war
never
zone.
mind. I can't.
Enemy soldier incoming.
All right, we'll do like a solo quad or two, and then I'm probably gonna hop off and go mow the lawn. We got a YouTube TikTok video out today. It's gonna go on YouTube Shorts tomorrow, or maybe later today, actually.
Enemy dropping
Maybe
into
right
the
after I
AO.
end stream, I'll put it on YouTube Shorts, and then tomorrow I've already got the video edited for tomorrow as well for TikTok. So make sure you guys watch those.
Resurgence. Survive the time until secure redeployment. Earn points to speed up the countdown.
Who's hot drop control? This will be a good test of the new mouse. Oh, not from behind, bro. I win that if not for... Unfortunate. Unfreaking forge. Oh, these take forever. These take for freaking ever, bro. Freaking porch. I was trying to go for that that XP care package box thing. Let's see if we can get this one on the water. What's up, hey? How you doing? All right, well, we're just gonna swim the other way if that dude's gonna be right up there. No, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. You haven't missed anything because I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been streaming every day. I've been streaming like 2 days on, 2 days off. It's been real hit or miss with the Jome lately. So you probably haven't missed anything. It's probably been me who's been missing it. Here's another little piece of advice, everybody. If no matter what like map you play on, if you play big map or resurgence, when you buy the loadout, don't just throw it right here out in the open. Throw it where there's at least like some sort of cover, right? So like, if I want to get this loadout now, I've got cover. I'm not going to get shot from here. I'm not going to get shot from over here. I can kind of hit this right here up against this wall and get my loadout right here where I've got cover from both prison and this way. Obviously, they can still see you. There's no perfect drop spots. But don't just throw it out here in the middle of the open where you got to get it and now you got them looking at you, you got them looking at you, you got them looking at you, you got them looking at, like, throw your loadout somewhere where your team can get it without having people staring at them.
Enemy UAV
That's probably the best
online.
advice I can give you to like have better games that don't get ruined by getting killed at loadout. Because what's like the most frustrating thing, right, is when the game loadout drops out in the middle of nowhere. Well, when you buy a loadout, you have control over that, right? Like you have control over where that loadout goes. Just like this. I threw this over here to where I can get a little bit of cover as I open it. Don't need that.
Loadout drop heading
I might
your
pick
way.
it up. No. If someone picks it up, so be it. What's up, Monuse? How you doing? Back, I've been using the HDR on Rebirth. It's very good. Like it hits, it's so good. It's a one shot down too, where like I think you were saying the frost line is the other one where you were using. The frost line I think is 2 shots to down. I don't think it one shot headshots.
They tagged me.
There's one at the tree. One at the tree. One at the tree on your left, nigga.
Gotta be kidding me, bro. I took way too long to try to start fighting them. I gotta throw that smoke sooner. There's so many things I could have done better there. Yeah, I will say that's one of the toughest things about Warzone is just getting those unlocked. But bro, just spend your first like couple of weeks in the game just trying to unlock stuff, or your first week in the game just trying to unlock stuff, and you'll be so much better off for it in the long run. Got thinks he can land on loadout.
Enemy dropping
Getting
into
stitched
the AO.
up.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh, that's not a real person. That's my dead body.
Enemy UAV is online. LDBR.
Damn, bro. I am just getting slammed left and right. Everywhere I go, there's just somebody waiting, bro. I try to fight the guy over to the left. This guy's waiting. No, thank you, A. I appreciate that, man. I do. Are snipers usable on Rebirth? Yes. I will say it's hard. It's not like you got to be good with them. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but you can make it work. Bro.
I'm getting stitched up.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Oh. What's up, Monuse? How you doing today? Bro, we have 2 kills for 1,700 damage. Absolutely insane.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
That shit sound crazy. I'm about to die, brother.
They tagged me.
Nigga, you been gay.
Remaining operators in that squad. Hunt them down. Hostile Hostile UAV in the area. UAV overhead. You're getting another charge.
What's up, Dirty Deck Cheese? How you doing, bro? My surprise dose of cheese. That's what I needed. That's what I needed.
My station vulnerability. Good work, team. Discount is applied. Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal.
You gotta be shitting me, bro. He's, oh my God, bro. Before I ever even come there, he's just waiting with a sniper. Oh my brother. I'm raging right now. I gotta just rein it back in. It's all good. We gotta understand we're probably not gonna get our loadout. This dude's got the MW3 Special, the Car 98, and the Superior.
Off that fucking roof, nigga.
I lost literally every single fight we got in. Every single fight we got in, I lost there. I didn't win a single one. Crazy. Choilo, thank you for the 40 roses. Let's go, bro. Thank you, A. I appreciate that. No, we really do keep getting jumps. What's up, Riaz? Or Rosarius? I hope I'm saying that right. Rosarius? Thank you. Finally, somebody understands. Somebody gets me. Actually, I'm going to try something right now. All right. So YouTube, just a heads up, YouTube, I'm going to end the stream real quick, YouTube, and then I'm going to restart it here in a second. Okay. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to restart it.